Dickinson County Nature Center, we have a variety of different turtles, including our native box turtle and painted turtles and snapping turtles, and we also have two red-eared sliders. Now, red-eared sliders are probably not native to Iowa. Their native region probably was more like the southeast United States, although now they can be found throughout the entire United States. Their native watershed, they think, might have extended into Iowa, but most likely they're not a native species. These red-eared sliders were donated here at the Dickinson County Nature Center because they are domesticated. So the owner wasn't able to keep them anymore, so they were donated. And red-eared sliders are really popular pet turtles. And it started back in the 1980s and 1990s when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were really popular. And that's because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were originally modeled after red-eared sliders. So the reason that all of the Ninja Turtles had bandanas, which were all originally red, was because it was mimicking the red patches on the sides of the red-eared sliders' heads. Now they are called red-eared sliders, but those red patches actually aren't their ears. It's just the location like where human ears would be on a turtle, but that's not actually where their ears are. They're just a neat color pattern on these turtles. So red-eared sliders are aquatic turtles, and as you can see, that means that they spend their life in water. So sometimes they will go out of the water. We do have a little platform for them, and they can get out and they can get some sun, and they can regulate their body temperature using the heat from the sun, or they can dry out their shells, which can be good for them, but they spend most of their time in the water, and that also includes eating in the water. So aquatic turtles don't have free-moving tongues like humans have, so they will actually go and get their food and then bring it into the water, and they use the water to swish around in their mouth, and that moves the food around in their mouth so that they can grind it down, just like humans use their tongue to move their food around in their mouth, so we can grind it down with our teeth. Red-eared sliders are also hibernators, so they will hibernate in the water from even as long as October to April. So they can stay underwater the entire winter. So they really love the water. What's neat is that when red-eared sliders are out, mama will lay eggs, and then at the end of the summer, those eggs will hatch. But the eggs will hatch either female or male depending on the temperature that they are. So if the temperature is about 84 degrees or higher, then the turtles will hatch as females. So you might have a nest full of females that hatches because they were all the same temperature. And then if the temperature is lower than that, say later in this season, then those turtles will hatch as male. So that's a really neat way that turtles hatch and that their gender is assigned there. It's really cool. In Dickinson County, you might not see red-eared sliders out because, like I said, they're not native to Dickinson County. However, you might see our painted turtles or a snapping turtle starting to come out this time of year. So even during social distancing, we encourage you to go outside and see what life is abounding this spring. See if you see painted turtles or snapping turtles, and let us know in the comments what you're seeing out there. Enjoy getting out in the wild.